Hi, welcome to LiteHawk. Just talking about the LiteHawk VENTURI and maybe some issues that you might have with it not flying properly. It was flying, maybe it had a crash, it had a bang or a bump or got dropped, and now things aren't flying as they should or as they did. So a few things we want to make sure is our main rotor here on the top, we've got this fly bar. A lot of people think it's like a teeter-totter or a balance beam. This needs to be able to rotate back and forth really smoothly. And you'll notice there's these two white connectors. On this particular helicopter, we did them white because if this pops off, it's a lot easier to find a white connector than maybe a black or a gray outside in the land. So if one of these connectors even just pops off like that, this will not be stable. And what will happen is the helicopter is almost going to do, we call it kind of like a toilet bowl effect. Instead of hovering in a stationary position, it's going to want to kind of drift around in a circle like this. And it's not going to want to hover in one spot, which can make things really, really difficult. The one that's the most difficult to tell is if just one side of the connector becomes detached. And then you can see both are there, but you want to make sure these connectors are attached on both sides. And the other issue that can happen is sometimes the connector gets pushed in too far, like this here. And now the connector is not on the ball, and even though it's connected, you can see now the beam doesn't want to, the blades can't rotate smoothly. So you could have both connectors attached, but if this connector is pushed over center on the ball, it's not going to fly at all. Actually, it will not take off. So something really easy to maintain, really easy to see, and it's something that I get people to check all the time before they go out and fly. The other thing is these blades are breakaway blades. They are designed to flop and rotate. Over the years, I mean, 2024 will be our 15th anniversary of making ray control helicopters. We get times where customers think, oh, that shouldn't be loose, that should be tight, and they will tighten the screw down. You actually want to make sure these blades are flopping and as loose as can be. It will make it a better flying object. It'll also make it easier to control. So both the top and the lower, you want to make sure these are moving and rotating nice and easy. If the helicopter starts to get some bangs and bumps and bruises along the way, usually the leading edge, okay, of the blade is going to get chewed up the worst. So you can kind of run your finger down the edge of the blade, and if it feels like it's kind of chewed up in that, it might be time to change the blades if you're not getting the proper lift that you want to out of it. The last thing I'll remind you is the little propeller on the back. This little propeller's job is actually to create the forward or the backwards movement. And how that works is when you push this to want to go forward, it actually pushes this down, which allows the helicopter to back to tilt up. And now the helicopter's on a slight angle, and then these here will push it forward. So this blade is very important. You want to make sure if that blade comes off for some reason, gets cracked or damaged, your helicopter will take off, hover, go up and down, but it's not going to move forward or backwards. So you always want to keep an eye on that blade as well. It should be able to turn really easy. Sometimes we'll have issues where they get pushed down tighter and they're kind of dragging on the plastic here, and that causes some issues as well. So this is just a little quick video over if you're having issues with your VENTURI, it's not kind of flying as well as it used to. Number one, check these connectors. Are they attached? Are they attached properly? Make sure your blades are nice and floppy and moving easily. And then keep an eye on the tail rotor as well. So these are the main things that we want to kind of keep operating smoothly and correctly. This is a precise machine. It's got to work really, really smoothly to fly optimum. So hope you enjoyed this. Hope you enjoy getting out and flying, and always reach out to us at LiteHawk@service.ca if you have any other questions and need some support.